Welcome back to the Mr. Think Smart Show. I have a special guest in the building today.
Gotta say it.
Brief history. I'm gonna say it. Brief history. Me and this young man, we went to school together. From elementary all the way to high school, we graduated together. He's doing amazing things.
Oh, yes, sir.
Amazing things right here in the city of St. Louis, man. It's a pleasure even to be in his presence and something like his office. Something like it.
Well, they trying to get me here, leather.
Right. But one question.
Yes, sir.
Did DeMitt
win?
Did they win?
I don't know if they won.
Shout out to Miss Dan Molly.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, sir.
My God.
Did DeMitt... Man, Josh, what's going on, brother?
Not much, man.
Joshua Parker.
I'm working hard, man.
I see.
I'm working hard.
So this the thing.
Yes, sir.
What they don't know about you, you are a basketball phenom.
Yes, sir.
You work with women now.
Right. Now. But I did do men's before.
Of course.
At McCool South Berkeley.
Of course.
Correct.
Which is no longer.
It's the STEM school.
It's a STEM school, exactly. STEM school.
Right,
Gotcha.
right.
They still got sports?
Oh yes, sir. They do. But it's just they don't have it's not seniors now. So it's freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. They don't have seniors now. So I'm like, man, I need to venture out. So that's why I'm here at St. Mary's, so.
Right, doing your thing.
You
camera shy, brother?
Say it again?
You camera shy?
Never that.
Okay, he said he ready for the camera. I got you. So let's talk about your journey. Let's start. I know you, but the people don't know you. Let them know where you from.
Well, I'm originally from. Well, I grew up in St. Louis, of course, and then I grew up in the city of St. Louis, the city. Like it was the slums,
right?
Art code.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So then we moved to Wellston.
Okay.
I was originally supposed to go to Wellston. Me and my brother Eric, we were supposed to go to Wellston, but things happen.
Right.
And then I ended up venturing off to Berkeley. So
shout out to the Bulldogs.
Yes, sir. Berkeley Bulldogs. Man,
Come on.
I'm a Bulldog for life. So we went to Airport Elementary, where I met my guy Josiah.
Just right. Legendary.
Man, I met the best people in my life there, bro.
Right.
Like for real.
Right.
So I went there. I went to Airport Elementary. Then went to Berkeley Middle. Then went to Berkeley High School.
The original.
Yeah. Where I did. you know it.
Listen,
I did the alumni games.
You did do the alumni games.
I did 7 of them. It was 7 straight years.
That's dope. I didn't trip off that, but you did do that, and I attended. I did. Played with Josh. I only played with you one. It was
1 year. You did 1 year.
1 year.
It's a lot of logistics in it, but whatever.
Yeah. You was moving up. Like I was doing it because I was good, but I knew I wasn't gonna grow no more.
No, it was just the camaraderie. That's all.
Yeah. We did it. We both were athletes.
So they eventually closing down. They eventually closed Berkeley High School. It was closed because of the airport or whatever.
Yeah.
They made a whole new Berkeley.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do an old school versus new school type of thing.
Right.
And it blew up.
It did.
Man, that thing blew up, man. Y'all can look it up. It's it's still on there. But nevertheless,
So how'd you get into coaching? Let's go there.
So originally, I never ran track.
Right, you didn't.
I never played football.
Right.
So I was like, damn, I played basketball all my life.
Right.
So I was like, man, you're good, dude. You need to start coaching. You need to help out a little bit. So I got into it with the St. Louis Eagles. Shout out to St. Louis Eagles. I'm doing it now. You know what I'm saying? They're out there practicing. They waiting on me probably for the next 15 minutes. Nevertheless, so they was like, yeah. Shout out to my guy, Darren Brooks. Darren, I ain't gonna say that. So I got into basketball with I got into being like serious with it early. You was there. You was with me. Jackson Park. So the original thing that I did was I started off real early. You know what I'm saying? And I started like making sure that this is what I wanted to do. And I was like, okay, cool. And I'm teaching my son that now. You know what I'm saying? But he's not on it for real per se, but he's starting to get it. He's like, Dad, I see. I love what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I started going it. I'm like, okay, basketball's my thing. So boom. I got into it with a guy, Corey Frazier. He's like, hey Josh, come out to Bradley Beal Elite training camp. I came out, I started watching the games. Everybody started pointing me out. Like, hey, you're the Josh Parker. I'm like, what do you mean?
T-Josh, but look at you. Shining. Shining, doing your thing. Keep going.
It's real talk.
Real talk.
It's like, you're the Josh Parker. I'm like, what do you mean I'm the Josh Parker, man? Like, come on. It's like, man, you know you can play. Boom. They offered me a contract. I'm like, all right. You know, I'm a small guy from Berkeley. Mind you not, I worked hard. You was there.
I was there.
Jackson Park.
Jackson Park days.
Yes, sir. You was following me.
Come on.
You and Charles.
Keep going.
No, I'm gonna keep going. I gotta put that in there.
You gotta put it in there.
I was fouling. I'm like, ah, man.
But you better not leave me open though.
Chum was fouling me. Armando.
You gonna throw everybody out there.
Real quick, was you following me or not?
I fouled everybody.
Yeah, give out.
Fouled everybody. Come on, man.
So they looked at my resume like, they're like, this dude is serious about ball. You know what I'm saying? I kept being serious about it. I never veered away from being a basketball player. I played with the greats, man. I played with Gerald Wallace, David Lee. I played with all these guys. Jason Williams, motorcycle incident. I played with all these guys, and they gave me big buckets. But nevertheless, it was serious.
Right.
So Corey was like, man, Corey Frazier, which is a good guy for the St. Louis Eagles program now. He was like, man, we want you a part of this program. I'm like, okay, cool. So I started to come around, and everybody keeps saying, the Josh Parker. I'm like, oh my goodness. Please stop saying that about me. Please just call me Coach JP or Coach Josh. I eventually started to get them to say that, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm human. You know what I mean? But I worked hard, man. To where I'm at now, I'm so thankful, man. I'm so grateful for you too.
Appreciate it.
I'm so grateful, man. I'm so grateful. You know, I worked hard to get where I'm at.
So now, now working for the Eagles, you're with the women's basketball.
Bradley Beal Elite.
Bradley Beal.
BBE.
There we go.
Yes,
Shout out to
sir.
Bradley Beal, man. Shout out to
He is leading scorer in the NBA right now. Like, play some ball. Shout out to my dude Jeff Cage too, because we had that little shindig on.
Yeah, you got to shout out Jeff. Big Jeff. I always played with me. We always played against Josh.
Yes, sir.
When y'all had the super teams and it was just super team. It was a super team and me and Jeff with all the bums. And me and Jeff was going ham.
Who was one of the bums on your team? He ain't gonna say that.
Who was one of the bums on my team?
Yeah.
I don't remember those bums.
Charles won it. Elbow king. Nevertheless, go ahead.
Nevertheless.
Put that blooper out.
Put that in the blooper. I'm putting that in the original. That's going out there. He gonna get you for that. But nevertheless, so you all are out here practicing. I'm watching your girls now. They out here, and I'm gonna get some footage of them. We got some footage of them. But what is your impact on the game now while giving back? Like, I know your heart and soul is into it, but you all are getting ready to go to Dallas in a few days. And I know the expectations are high, but what do you give back to? Let the world know what you give back to these athletes. Just period.
I love that you said it. There's two things that I give back. Like, number one is the passion. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell my girls now, and I tell my son, my son, he's 16. I tell him, the first thing I tell him, like, man, you gotta want it before I want it. You have to. Like, we're not gonna win no games because of me.
Right.
Because of Coach Parker. We're not gonna win because of me. We will win no games because of me.
Right.
We're gonna win games because of y'all.
Right.
Or you're gonna win games because of you. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I get
so
it.
you gotta put the work in, like, and the work is hard.
It is.
It's tough, man. It's tough. The second part to it is, like, you can't, like, look at another person and say, oh, I'm better than that person. Or, like, oh, she ain't better than me. No, you gotta put the it always go back to the work. It's going back to the work. If you don't work, you don't eat.
100%. That's biblical.
Simple.
That's biblical.
Simple.
I like that. So you give them back the passion, and you pour into them with the information that they need to be successful.
Yes, sir.
That is amazing. So let's look at it like this. So what is your future plans with these young ladies and with this program?
So the number one plan, this is number one, to get their education paid for.
That's big. That's huge.
That's
number one. I love it.
Because
go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I played at Flow Valley. You know, I went to Missouri Western. You know, I had mine was paid for. I don't have no college loans or student loans. I don't have it. But one of my guys changed. Shout out to my guy Chains with my West. He was like, man, I wish I'd have took the approach that you took, because now he's getting a lot of stuff coming out of his, like he working a normal job now, and he's just not like happy with it. My goal is not to make my girls or my sons like not have a like quote unquote student loan. Like let them pay for your education. You know what I'm saying? Let them pay for it.
Academically or athletically.
Or athletic, yeah. Man, you ran track, you know how it go.
I do.
Like, I don't want my girls or my sons or whoever I coach to have to pay $1 for their education. Here's the number one thing that I told my son, my oldest son. I said, man, listen. When a ball stops bouncing, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? He said, what do you mean? I said, well, shit, if you get hurt and or if a school don't pick you up, what you gonna do? He's like, Dad, I ain't even think about it like that. I was like, yeah, so now, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Same thing with track. Like, if you stop running, what are you gonna do? Because eventually, you're gonna stop running. Yeah. Eventually, you're gonna stop pole vaulting. You know, I'm just giving it an
example.
Eventually, you're gonna stop hitting that baseball. What are you gonna do with your life? He's like, Dad, I get what you're saying. And that's my goal. That's my number one goal. If the ball stop bouncing, if the golf stop golfing, if you stop running, you stop pole vaulting, whatever it is, you stop throwing the football, what are you gonna do with your life?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest thing, and that's what I'm trying to teach my girls. Now, I'm big on basketball, so I know basketball. I don't know these other sports. So that's why I'm trying to keep them going with what they're doing.
I get it. So with the conversation you and Jeff had, are you looking into trying to do like a little podcast to discuss basketball?
That's me and you. You know that. Come on, man. You know. Jeff know it.
I'm gonna let y'all do it though.
With it, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's a process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I just I'm big on facts. I'm big on it. Like you can't. Like 2 + 2 is 4.
Yeah.
If you tell me it's not, then show me 2 + 2. You gotta show me.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing with Jeff. I'm like, man, bro, like that's why I had to call him, like, bro, like you gotta give me more information. You know what I'm saying? So I'm big on facts. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get together. And you know that.
Of course.
You big time. Mr. ThinkSmart. You got a logo or something?
I'm joking, because you know me from growing up.
Yes,
so
sir.
that's why I tell people when I call myself Mr. ThinkSmart, if you knew my past, you'd be like, he wasn't thinking smart then.
Right.
But it's the transition. I'm still me.
Right.
But I'm a better me.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm a whole better me. Cause me and this young man right here, we grew up together. I just say it like that.
This dude just hacked me or found me.
We grew up together.
I'm like, Joe.
But we did, but we still had fun together outside of sports. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fact. Outside of sports.
We had a lot of fun growing up. I might throw some pictures in there from us when we was in school. I might.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Put that on the blooper reel. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
I got y'all. Well, man, I'm gonna end it off like this, man. I'm gonna let you, before I end it off, I'm gonna let you tell the camera, tell the people, give them something that they can remember you by.
Well, I'm passionate about everything I do. It's not about Josh. It's about the world. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all take anything from me, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, do you and live your life. Like if you don't live your life, who gonna live it? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna live Josh's life?
Other than Josh.
Other than Josh. Who gonna live Josh's life? Who gonna live Joe's life other than
me? Other than Joe?
Yes, sir.
I got it, man.
You know how I go.
I got you, man. I salute the divinity in you, and we will see you next time because it's gonna be a next time.
Come on, last thing.
Well, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Shout out to Miss Demoli. Shout out to Miss. Shout out to Matt won.
Matter of fact, the Met won.
They did. Stay.